You know, Hurricane Express, they got some nice looking trucks running up and down the road. But are they making any money? I don't know. I had the opportunity to talk with one of their lease purchase guys, and he was within his last few days before leaving the company. Um, was telling me how he has almost lost his house. That the way they have things set up, you really can't afford to go home hardly ever. He lives outside of, I think, Henderson, Nevada or something. But because you pretty much run East Coast to West Coast, you're going to go to West Coast, you're going to go to New York City, things like that. And he was telling me about how much it was costing him out of his own pocket to be there. He'd been there for, I believe he said, about 3 years. But anyway, he did not paint a very pretty picture. Now, I did have an opportunity about a year ago to talk to one of the Hurricane Express recruiters. And something this recruiter told me just seemed really odd, because this recruiter told me, he said, you know, the contract that you sign with Hurricane Express is one page. How on God's green earth can you have a real lease with a company? Most companies, you're going to have your lease for your truck, and then you're also going to lease that truck on to them as the carrier. And how on God's green earth are you going to do all of that on one page? How are you going to cover all the things that need to be covered in a typical automobile lease, a vehicle lease, and do that on one page? I don't think the best lawyer God ever created could condense things down to one page. So there's some things that's a little suspect, I would say. But listening to this guy, I'm going to say his name's Bill. Listening to Bill about his experience as a lease purchase operator with Hurricane Express really was just heartbreaking and depressing. You you're out here to make a living, and when it's costing you money out of your own pocket to be here, when you're on the verge of losing your home, not to mention you're away from your family trying to earn a living, but you're on the verge of losing your home as a result of you sticking with this company. You know, that's devastating to a family, and that's just heartbreaking to hear. Now, keep in mind, in all fairness, the old saying goes, no matter how thin you slice it, there's always two sides. The carrier may paint a completely different picture. I would love to get a copy of their lease agreement and the carrier lease, so that I can see for myself what their product offering is, you know, for their lease purchase program. What's in the details of the contract? You know, that's what I would really like to know. So if anyone out there has a copy, a fairly recent copy of the paperwork you have to sign with Hurricane Express, please contact me and let me know. I would love to get my hands on that and go through it and see exactly what it is that you're signing up for, how they're going to pay, and all this. 'Cause honestly, I've never heard, even the videos that the owner himself puts out doesn't talk about you being able to do more than like a little over 1,700 a week. But now there's one thing that he always says that really strikes me as odd. I've said multiple times on my channel, it's not what you say, but how you say it. And he's saying this is what his lawyer told him to say, I'll bet. You can make up to X number of dollars if you're available for dispatch. That's the key thing. If you're available for dispatch. So that means, you better not be going home. You have to be out here and be available for dispatch. And that's what I'm saying, there's just too many unknowns, too many ambiguities. And I'd really like to get a copy of their contracts so that I can go through those and see exactly what the real story is. But anyway, you guys, as I said many times before, read the paperwork. Make sure you have a clear understanding of things before you move forward. And don't let anyone rush you. If you're uncomfortable and they tell you this is the paperwork here, you need to sign this, just tell them, wait, I need to consult with an attorney. I need to have this reviewed and explained to me so that I have a full, complete understanding of everything before I sign it. You guys be safe. Take care. I'll see you down the road. Bye.